Once upon a time, there was a world full of laughter, then a virus hit, and the whole thing was a disaster. But we got a show to let you know it's alright, it's alright. Even though it's only once a week, we guarantee you a front row seat at the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show once a week.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. How are you today? We love seeing you here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, even though our two guests this evening happen to be on the Pacific Time. Well, there goes Mark. He's having trouble with his computer today, but it's all right. We can continue without him, I guess. Listen, you know, he's from Vegas. There's a lot of nonsense that goes on over there. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. If you do live on the East Coast, I hope you are staying snug and safe, you know, warm and cozy like a bug in a rug. And oh, here comes Mark Cohn again. And okay, well, let's start the show. We'll start with the prepared material, and hopefully Mark won't step in on the material. Mark, hold on a second. All right, so here are the jokes. Production is underway for the fourth season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. In this season, she'll be performing exclusively on Zoom. Because last week, we lost legendary actress Cicely Tyson at 96, and then Screech died. And it always amazes me how when one celebrity dies, their spouse often dies shortly thereafter. That they are married. You know, New York got hit by a blizzard, almost 2 feet of snow. I was walking down my block today, and it was lined with dozens of snowmen, but on closer inspection, the plows had just covered the people dining outdoors. How are you? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Let me introduce my guest for this evening. It was kind of them to come today. On Sunday night, he hosted the Snubbies, which garnered over 1.3 million global live stream views in hilariously honoring those who were deserving but are not receiving awards in the music industry this season. His podcast is entitled Thick Skin, which you can find on SoundCloud and iTunes, of course. And he is now and forever the Roastmaster General. Please welcome Jeff Ross, everybody.
Hey,
hey, what's up, everybody? Give it up for Dave Juskow's prepared material.
Thank you.
So wait, so the theme is anti-comedy tonight?
All right, the way Jeff Ross is the Roastmaster General, our next guest is the comedy commander and king of our beloved Comedy Cellar. He has appeared on Friends and Curb Your Enthusiasm. He is, when things go back to normal, the house MC at the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas at the Rio Hotel. Please welcome Mark Cohen, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And his new single, Is It Ever Now, came out this past Friday. We urge folks to go to iTunes to download this amazing song. As always, our band leader, Colin Smith.
Woo!
Hello, everybody, and thanks for coming. I'm sorry you had some trouble, Mark, with the internet.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my computer. It's a dial. It's a dial-up.
That's what it seems like. But Jeff, also thank you for joining. I know you have activities on Tuesdays. Do you want to plug what that is? Is that a thing anybody can watch or see or listen to?
You can still see it if you go to livexlive.com. I think it's on there. What is it? VOD, video on demand. It's only a 20-minute basically monologue where I offered awards to people like Machine Gun Kelly and Bad Bunny and Bob Dylan, even people who were snubbed from the Grammys this year.
Oh no, I was talking about what you were going to do tonight.
Oh, tonight? Oh yeah. Oh, I would love that. Yeah, Stereo. It's a fun app. It's like Clubhouse, but it's one-on-one. And I've been going on there and just sort of having talks with friends. Download Stereo app and follow me. Follow Jeff Ross on there. And
I don't even know what you were like. It's like Club. I don't know what Clubhouse is. So.
Oh, Clubhouse is a new app too, where people. It's like social media for conversation.
Oh,
now that Trump's out of the picture, people are talking to each other again.
Is it friends or fans? It's fans.
Both. Like you and I could have an hour-long talk, and people could listen and ask us questions. Tonight I'm doing one in an hour my time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, with my friend Jeremiah Watkins, who will pretend to be President Joe Biden, and then people can ask Joe Biden questions, and it's fun.
Wait, is that the kid who's one of the Wave guys?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. He's really nice.
he does great characters. So he'll be
Oh,
Joe
that's cool.
Biden tonight, and then
Oh, listen, I listened to Jeff's podcast when who did I think that you actually had on? I was listening and I thought it was
Joe Exotic.
Who was it?
Was it Joe Exotic?
Well, that I thought you did, but that wasn't. It was. I think it was.
Amy Coney Barrett.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, I got fooled.
It was Janice Bassetti.
I was like, wow, she's how great is she that she went on Jeff's podcast? That's amazing. I was like,
It was Janice Bassetti playing Amy Coney Barrett.
I fall for that stuff all the time.
Go on Stereo app and it's a fun way to like, fuck around, roast your friends.
Let me ask you a question. In Vegas, this should have been the best time of the year to be in Vegas, the week before the Super Bowl. I mean, okay, so starting Sunday's February 14th, Valentine's Day, they are going to open indoor dining into 25%. It should be open a lot more than that.
That's in New York, you mean?
In New York. What is it like in Vegas?
Well, there's gambling here. There's some legal prostitution like an hour away. There's restaurants. There's shows.
But are they open to full capacity?
No. If we're not open right now, but if we were able to open right now, if we were open right now, I think it would be at like 50 people max.
Oh, I see.
Well, how does it work in the hotel itself? Is the hotel open? I heard that the Rio wasn't
go
really.
in there and they check in, and then you pay and you get a room. No, I'm sorry. I don't know actually. I think they're normal. I don't know if it's 100% capacity though. I doubt it.
No, but we were just wondering if the hotel was open at all.
Yeah.
Hotels are open, yes.
Okay.
And restaurants are open, but I don't know anybody that goes, kind of,
Yeah.
Is it fun living in Vegas when there's nowhere to go? Is it still a good place to live? Everybody says it's the best, but that's when things are normal.
Yeah, but isn't that anywhere except New York City, I guess, kind of,
Well, that's why I'm asking, because I only know here, But Jeff, they haven't opened any restaurants in LA, right?
They opened up a few days ago just outside.
Oh, just outside.
So I'm going out tonight to a restaurant. Yeah.
But even so, you have to wear your mask. You don't have to wear your mask once you're sitting down outside, though.
Yeah,
right.
once you
sit down. Once you stand up and walk anywhere in the restaurant, you have to put your mask
right,
down
even
by
go to
law,
the bathroom or something. Right.
I think that's just for you, Jeff.
Because I'm ugly. But yet you can't have a microphone and do comedy because that would break the law. But you could all be in a restaurant and make
and
stuff.
spit on everybody, right, while you're eating and talking with your mouth open.
If you do comedy, people are using microphones, right? I mean, I did a show here a month ago at the another club. A club that'll remain named. What?
In Vegas, but in LA, you're not allowed to do comedy unless it's a production or a podcast or a protest.
Apparently, you're allowed to do comedy here outdoors. I mean, I know that some people are finding tiny outdoor spaces to do it. I guess it's legal as long as it's outdoors, but who wants to sit outside?
Do they have a mic or they kind of
I think they have a mic. I just don't know whether it's illegal or legal. I can't figure. Nobody's complained yet, so I guess it's okay as long as the audience and everybody's outside. So they have these indoor outdoor places that I guess there's just a few and far between. I know that Sheba Mason's running a show that even David Tell is going to now because it's the only show in town. And there's all these little kids that are running shows that they're getting these great comics because no one has a place to play.
Yeah. I'm going to do a show at the Capitol. I'm not really booked, but I'm just kind of going to show up there and see what I can do.
That's a smart move. All right.
Outdoor pop-up shows here, and they're really fun, actually. They're like USO shows. They're like, the people are so grateful to have anything. Like, they'll laugh at a half-baked joke. So it's a good time to work out material.
Are people doing, remember there was a while that people were doing shows in their houses?
Yeah. People are doing them here. I talked to my friend Olga. She told me some girl was doing a show in there. I was like, I have a show tonight. Where? Somebody's apartment.
That's 2B.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. We'll move on to the this portion of the evening. Let's see what we got here. Right. As you know, the Super Bowl is coming up this Sunday. Very exciting. Should be actually very exciting, I think. I am all in on the Chiefs, just what I've chosen to bet on this year. I have a gambling problem, as everybody knows. Always wanted to watch the Super Bowl in Los Angeles because, then it's like your whole night's not over after it's finished. It's always been such a nightmare here to be like it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then it's and then it's Sunday night, usually when I used to have to go to work. But it's so much better in LA. You could finish the Super Bowl, then go out in normal times, go out to dinner, have a good time. I don't know.
What's LV? What number is this one?
55.
That's what that is, because that's Las Vegas. I didn't never even notice.
Oh yeah, I never thought.
Yeah, look at that.
They should have made that in Las Vegas. I don't think they had the plan when they scheduled it, but that's first home game for anybody. The Buccaneers playing a home game in Tampa. These are kind of
gigs before quarantine was the Miami Improv this weekend of the Super Bowl.
Really, that must have been
That's the last time you worked.
Well, the last time I was really on the road, I went to All-Star Weekend in Chicago in February, but
it's fun working the week of the Super Bowl. At least, I mean, even here when you're not part of it, I just get so excited about it. But it's fun. I mean, I miss these kind of things in New York City. Nobody really goes to a lot of work to make these unbelievable. This is definitely more of a suburban feel where people get crazy and make these awesome things.
Oh, God.
Now that's edible.
Yeah,
those are sandwiches.
Yeah, surrounding.
I can't see.
I used to make individual.
Oh my God! Look at the mini hot dogs. That's the best.
I used to make individual layered dip, like little cups of. So everybody had their own cups. You could double dip as much as you want. Like little, I don't know. Usually I watch the Puppy Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to talk about that because that's so much, I'm usually down so much money by the coin toss. I have to turn over to something that makes me happy, which of course is puppies. And this was the action from last year's Puppy Bowl.
Jennifer Porrance picks up a toy at the 30. She gets the first down and then some as she goes all the way to the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
I like when they show it in
Let's
slow
go
motion.
to our Puppy Bowl blend to get a unique
The
view
hamsters
of that
run the
last
blend.
touchdown.
J-Paw picks up the toy, fools the defender, and rushes 80 yards down the sideline for the
I
touchdown.
don't know who's not watching.
After last year's defeat, Ruff is starting off strong.
Yeah. I asked you guys to come on because I know you're both dog lovers. So, I thought we'd go over.
That looks like a rabbit right there. That last one.
Oh, I think the rabbits were a cheerleading squad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since the last time I was on your one of your podcasts, Dave, I'm no longer a dog lover. I hate them now.
Yeah.
Oh, what a twist.
What?
I
turn.
threw mine away. I let him out. I sent him out on the street.
Really? I'm so sorry to hear that. But I'm glad that we broke the news on this particular show.
I actually trained my dog to run around frantically when I hold up a treat.
Oh.
That's working out real nice. But
taught
that's
him
why
how
I
to
want
shit
to
and-
Mark, you have a dog right now, right?
Yeah, but she's not doing anything weird with peanut butter.
Don't do that when I'm taking a sip of something.
What do you mean? Why would you bring that up?
About? She's right there.
So this is the starting lineup for the Puppy Bowl. This where I thought we'd have a good time and look at some dogs. This is Aaron Podgers,
Oh.
a coonhound, which of course I got confused on. Once you're in the Puppy Bowl, you could actually be an actual poonhound, but this is apparently a coon. Now, this is Team Fluff, the starting lineup. This is Banana Berry, an Australian cattle dog, and a golden retriever mix.
Beautiful.
What about him? What position does he play? Like, what's the story here? I mean,
I don't know.
For adoption, or are they?
They're all,
put down?
one of them will win the MVP, which you can win the Lombardi Trophy.
Oh my God!
Wow, who's writing for the Puppy Bowl? That's a fun.
I don't know. This is Chunky Monkey. It's a Chow Chow Maltese mix.
That's Fluff.
I got that's Team Fluff.
Oh.
They're all on Team Fluff. This is
wow.
Fozzie, the Norwegian elk hound.
Ugh, that sounds like something Carson would say.
You're elk hound.
I I like watching them. I put money on some of these dogs. That's why, and especially this one, I call him Kansas City Fire Chief Dalmatian. And that's the starting lineup for Team Fluff. I like this. I like this guy to go all the way. Maybe get MVP. This is Team Rough, and this is Raphael Wilson.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't even get that.
Hold on, slow down.
Cutest dog I've ever seen.
That is a cute one.
Oh,
this is Brady Gaga, the Labrador Retriever. I got that for you, Jeff. Right? You like the Labradors?
Beautiful.
Labs are great.
Peanut butter.
That's a golden retriever, isn't it? Though.
That's what it seems like. Mark, what is your dog?
My dog it walks around a lot. No, it's a pit bull.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't usually like those kind of dogs. Is that a good? I'm afraid of pit bulls.
It's this. I was afraid of her at first, but I saved her, and she's the sweetest dog. I couldn't get rid of her.
Wow, what's her name?
Millie.
Oh.
Named after some rap song. That was her name when I got her.
Well, this is Hash Brown, and this is, they say it's a German Shepherd. It doesn't look like a German Shepherd to me.
It looks like
No, it looks like it's got something else in there.
a German
too.
beagle.
And there's a lot of mixes in these things. This, I think you can guess this is Terrier's name. It's Muffin.
Oh, of course.
Go Terriers! I want to be you.
Is that they were the Terriers?
And this is Little Red Fournette. And he's a bagel shit. What is it?
It's a
Shih Tzu.
I can never pronounce it properly, like Fred Willard. Well, you don't want to pronounce that one incorrectly in Best in Show. These are little dogs I could adopt. I mean, if that's not the cutest thing, how can you not love a puppy
This
bowl?
one is Best in Show on your worst show.
This is the tailgating portion of the puppy bowl.
What are you showing? Last year's puppy bowl?
Yeah. Well, no, that was this year's starting lineup. This was last year's. I can't get enough of it. I think it's the funniest show on television.
I've never seen it. So when does it air?
It's on Animal Planet on Super Bowl Sunday. It starts at 2:00 and they air it all night long. So
Don't
a lot
they
of
have
times
the young ladies running around in the lingerie bowl.
the lingerie bowl takes place in June. Actually, I was planning on going this year. I can't believe they still had it, and it was in Colorado. So I figure I'll go get high, watch the lingerie bowl. It was like a brilliant idea, and then stupid COVID. That COVID doesn't even know how far it goes into horribleness. The lingerie bowl, that was going to be great. It's probably the last lingerie bowl. I can't even believe they still do it.
You could have been masturbating in another state if there
That's
wasn't
right. I know. I couldn't get anybody to go with me. It was odd.
Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is that they still do the lingerie bowl. Oh, look at that.
This was what Jeff was talking about, the snubbies.
The snubbies.
Presented by LiveX Live. So you hosted it, and it was really giving out awards to these big names you just mentioned, like Machine Gun Kelly and The Weeknd, people like that.
The Weeknd even tweeted about it, that he was honored to be part of it.
Wait, Jeff, it's already happened?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
It just aired Sunday night, yeah.
I'm sorry.
What did you say, Jeff? Because that's bullshit. There's no proof that The Weeknd treated. Oh, yes, there is. I'm sorry. I have it right here. Hello. Yeah. How about that? The Weeknd was so excited to be roasted by the Roastmaster General. He tweeted about it. And that's how this guy is performing at the halftime show. The Weeknd's terrific. I saw him perform live back at the Prudential Center, I guess about 5-6 years ago. Man, he was amazing. I didn't think I was going to like it. I bought my friend Ashley, and she was like, "Can you give me tickets to The Weeknd?" And I bought her and her friends. And he was amazing. He just went out to the center of the stage and just sang with no bands, no nonsense. I wasn't expecting something like that.
Well,
I like seeing him on Thursday.
he got snubbed. He had the biggest song of the year, and he got totally shut out of the Grammys. He tweeted that it was not transparent. He's demanding a
recount.
Well, I agree, Jeff. I have we've done this on this show and my podcast. I talk about nonstop that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and of course the Grammys. I mean, I don't know who's in charge, but they're not nominating the correct people. It's ridiculous that The Weeknd doesn't have something going on. And if you're serious about Machine Gun Kelly, the guy that just hosted Saturday Night Live with two terrific songs, has nothing going on. It's just always Taylor Swift every year. That's all we're going to get from now on.
Somebody said that Machine Gun Kelly never actually, he missed the deadline. He never submitted
I can believe that. The guy does look high as a kite.
So I was thinking, like, you know, if I was up all night partying and then you wake up next to Pete Davidson, Megan Kelly, Megan Fox, you might miss your deadline too. But
right, exactly. Well, I like what you put. I tried to look like Weeknd, but wound up looking like Pitbull if he got attacked by a pitbull.
yeah,
I love it, and that's why, not to be outdone, I like Mark Cohen's tweet. We're like Jerk Cameron. The little ones that make me laugh the most.
That was your Christmas Eve tweet, by the way.
Christmas Eve tweet.
Was that really?
Yeah, I didn't Photoshop that.
I'm selling T-shirts on my website.
What was this in reference to?
That's when Kirk Cameron was all getting all Trumpy and right.
He was having he was doing his church services when they told him not to.
Right. Yeah, he's out of his mind. So that's more like Jerk Cameron.
But it's more like I don't really look for political things. I look for puns.
Well,
anything I can make a pun about.
You and Jeff are the king of those. This this is the band called G Friends. Have you heard about that? What happened this week with them? The one girl. No. So they're a K-pop band like BTS, and I've never heard of them before this week. But apparently, this girl Sawan tweeted this picture when in the middle of a photo or a video shoot, hugging a Nazi guard at a museum.
That's just a mannequin.
Yeah, a Nazi mannequin, right? But so there's
Pete Davidson.
Is it what?
Pete Davidson.
Oh, is it Pete Davidson? It does look like him.
It's the original Machine Gun.
So this is definitely a Nazi, an SS guard, but I mean, to her account, I mean, not knowing anybody, I probably wouldn't know. It looks like one, but I don't see like a swastika on it or something. So if I was,
it could be British,
but it is confirmed that it was a Nazi, and it's at this place with, for some reason, it's decorated. It's this place in Korea called Cafe Zeno, which is decorated with Nazi guards, and nobody knows why the interior decorator decided to make
because
this move.
It's cheap.
I guess so.
Wow.
So, like, you want to give her a pass almost because she doesn't know any better.
I have no idea.
But then it turns out that her bandmate calls her Kittler on her phone. So they clearly know who Hitler is because I guess she's a bitch and she saves her name because her name is Kim So-jung. And so she pronounces it Kittler on her phone.
Well,
so
that's
they
cute.
definitely know who Hitler is. So I'm just going to leave it up to all anti-Semitism.
Yeah, but you know who Hitler is, and you didn't know that was a Nazi uniform.
Well, I immediately would go to that. But because I didn't see an insignia, I didn't want to be disrespectful in case it was some other stupid organization that
I'm offended.
I assumed it was, but I was looking for a swastika. I
guess it depends where you are. Like you said, if she's at the Holocaust Museum.
Well, it's not the Holocaust Museum. It's some cafe, and they shoot a whole bunch of like soap opera K-dramas, as they call them there, for some reason. So I don't know. We could see North Korea doing this, but South Korea, this is unacceptable. I don't know. Did you guys hear about what happened in Jeopardy last week?
I watch most of them except for when I have to miss it when I'm doing this show.
Shut up. Well, let's take a look at this. Is what happened last week.
Alex.
Yes, that's right.
Funny Business 2000.
This comedian displayed his drama chops in
I saw this.
playing Bradley Cooper's longtime friend.
Now, who is that? Dolomite?
That's Dave Chappelle. Alex?
None of them got it.
Nobody got it. Yeah. Nobody got it.
You know, Dave looks different in pictures a lot of times too. You know?
I mean, that looks like Dave Chappelle. That's
it's under the category funny persons.
Yeah.
None of them recognized him.
None of them did.
Nope.
But they all recognize him, but we're afraid to say the wrong name.
Well, the funny thing is they said who has the longest tenure on Saturday Night Live, and they're like, and they all buzzed it. Kenan Thompson.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It is Kenan Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah, longest tenure
At this point.
What's it?
And then this one,
Funny Business 2000.
Daryl Hammond's got to have been working there
He's
longer.
a 6-time winner of the Best Rap Album Grammy.
You guys didn't see when they didn't know this one either, so
What?
it's all right. We let it go sometimes, but whatever it is. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It was on CNN. They're making a Sex and the City revival. And the news is they will address the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, wow. Well, how do you like that?
They're just going to date their roommates. I've never seen the show, by the way.
What? You've never seen Sex and the City?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Not
once.
only have I seen every episode, but I've seen both movies as well. I am well, we're not allowed to say those words anymore, but I like the show a lot. I watched every episode, but I don't understand how this is news. How do you do a show in New York City that's supposed to be modern and not address? You could pretend it's not going on, but how do you not address? That's the stupidest news day I've ever heard of. I don't know. It bothered me for some reason.
Unless it depends when they're taping in January of 2019.
Kim Cattrall will not be appearing.
Why not?
In the show. My guess is she's old and doesn't want to do it anymore. She was the oldest of the bunch. I think she's just had it. I think she's kind of retired.
What?
I know. It's like, how do you even do it? She was everybody's favorite character.
Maybe she did. Maybe she did. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Maybe she's over all the banging she has to do.
Yeah. Well, that could be.
Remember,
the
hits aren't what they used to be.
You're going to have to catch up on the movies to know what's going on, in the show, because she did divorce the guy she was married to at the end of Sex and the City, either one or two.
Mr. Big?
No, that's Sarah Jessica Parker. They never got married. He didn't show up, but then they did finally at the end. Spoiler alert, everybody.
Now, will Michael Patrick King have something to do with this new revival?
I'm sure he will. I'm sure they wouldn't do it without him.
Hold on. Hey, Michael! I'll ask him later.
All right, so this is the part of the show where we usually have Colin play a tune, but today we're going to do a little something different because Colin just came out with his new music video to the song Is It Ever Now, which you can download. So I will play a little bit of his music video today instead.
Sure.
Enjoy.
Cool.
Hey.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Thanks, Dave.
So when now who's the guy that did the animation, Colin?
It's actually amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it's my best mate. We've been friends since we were 12. We went to high school together. He's been living in Berlin nearly as long as I've been living here.
So he would have recognized that uniform.
He would have definitely recognized that uniform.
Too.
Yeah. So he and
the picture, it was supposed to be in the video.
Yeah, so he and his mate did it, and it took them forever because it was their first one of its kind.
Well, after I heard the song, Colin, I immediately thought that it. I don't know. My mind went to the Bond theme that Billie Eilish is doing, which I'm not happy about. Because it's not a good enough song for me. I like Billie Eilish, but I don't like her as a Bond thing. But here's the video that they just put out.
Very similar
Fool me once, fool me twice. Are you dead, the paradise? Now you never see me cry. There's just no time to die.
I don't like that Billie Eilish is getting a competitive amount of time on the show.
What'd you say, Colin?
I said I don't like that Billie Eilish is getting a competitive amount of time on the show.
No. I did it for a reason.
That sounds like a bomb.
Come on, you're my boy. What are you talking about?
Dave comes through. Thanks, buddy.
You know I wouldn't let you down. That's what I want. I'd prefer to see your song in that video much more than Billie Eilish. I think it fits perfectly, and that's why
Sounds great, Colin.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Appreciate
it's terrific, and it really fits the Bond for me. It's I think it's a better Bond theme.
It's pretty Bondy, all right.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. I wrote that with a pal in June, and I think they first started like playing Billy's song around that time, or a little bit later, and the melody is very pretty similar.
I guess that's why a little bit, yeah. Just but I prefer yours better. It's a little bit hipper for me, but I mean, I'm a big Bond fan, so I take those things very, very seriously. I just
Jeff, you're in Hollywood. Just call somebody, get it in. Just move things about. Billy will get her chance.
I think now that David put it with the video, I think you'll hear from their lawyer soon anyway.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Wouldn't that be exciting? That means everybody's watching. That's the most important thing. Anyway, folks, that is our show for this evening. I would like to, that's it. Just I told you it was quick. It's a half hour.
I delayed my stereo chat for that.
I told you exactly the situation that it was going to be.
Hey, wait, before we go though, Jeff, I watched the other night. I rewatched all of Bumpin' Mics again. It's just so fucking great.
Yeah,
it's just so awesome.
I think it's the best stand-up special that's ever been made.
It's really great. It's really super great. Yeah.
For one thing, the best part about it is that they're all half-hour episodes, and that's the key. I think I can't. It's very difficult for me to watch a stand-up comic for an hour on TV, and it's not live. So,
although I did, thank you. I did watch.
I thought that was the best. I'm sorry, Jeff. What?
Watch the recut of Chris Rock's hour-and-a-half special that he just released.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to be very special to. And Chris Rock is one of those guys I probably could watch an hour, but a lot of the people that have hour specials, I'm not so sure. But
Jeff said it was an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half, Jeff.
Yeah, it's like a rock concert. It's really good. And I introduced him in the beginning, so I was thrilled.
Really? Wow, that's exciting. But yeah, Bumping Mics is absolutely one of my favorites. One of my two best friends are in it, and it just moves and it works, and it's great. And I hope there is a Bumping Mics 2 in the works when all this is over. I know you're talking about doing maybe a West Coast group. Yes.
What's that, Mark? It's a talented group. It's weird being the third talented. I couldn't figure it out.
But anyway, folks, again, that was our show for today. Mark, thank you so much for coming in from your home in Vegas. And Jeff, I know it took you a lot to maneuver to be here today, but I appreciate it. Jeff has his Thick Skin podcast, and you can watch the Snubbies, right? It's still there.
It's up on the livexlive.com.
I'm going to go watch it. I didn't know it was on. I wish I had known.
And if you download the stereo app, you can hear his show in a couple of minutes today. Mark Cohen, what do you have? Do you have anything going on? I know times are weird.
I am doing a Morse code. I'm doing my act by Morse code. And if you follow the language, you'll get it. At the timing, I've got it down, and everything's really good. Dot, 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 dot.
Okay. And of course, Colin Smith's new song, Is It Ever Now? You can follow Colin Smith Music on all social media accounts. But obviously, we would appreciate if you go to iTunes and download his song, as he is not a struggling musician, but a musician. And they, it's COVID time, so everybody's struggling. Obviously, click our donate page in the chat room if you enjoyed the show. And like I always said, even if you didn't enjoy the show. Next week, our guests for our Valentine's Day will be Mr. Lonely Hearts himself, Nick Griffin, will be joining us, and Adrian Ipolucci will be joining us as well. That should be a fun show. And in 2 weeks, from the legendary band Bon Jovi, Dave Bryan will be joining us, who had a brand new Broadway show coming out on Princess Diana. We hope that comes out. There's a great song for it on YouTube if you want to hear it, joined by his daughter, Gabby Bryan. And that is 2 weeks from today. Folks, everybody enjoy the Super Bowl. I hope whoever you bet on, if you're a person like me, wins and you win a lot of money. Otherwise, we will see you next week on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show, 7 p.m. Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.